this department, professors of the Faculty of Arts, the chairman and members of the Indigenous Hands and Voices, academic and non-academic staff, great students of Faculty of Arts, great students of Faculty of Arts, ladies and gentlemen. First, let me start by conveying the regretted apology of the acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Carol UNIZIK. Right now, she is with a brother at Abuja to sort out problems associated with the university. Just a few days ago, I was called and asked to represent her in this very function. That's why I'm here. I understand very well that this is Igbo language affairs under the auspices of the Department of Linguistics, Igbo language and the rest of them. I'm not supposed to speak English by any stretch of imagination, otherwise that will be contamination and the kind of operation of the process in the department. In our days as students, once you come to Igbo departments, you dare not speak any other language other than Igbo language. But here I am today, going to break that protocol, sorry, please, because the Vice Chancellor herself belongs to the Faculty of Law. And I belong to Faculty of Social Sciences. So the law may not apply here, and I have to crave the indulgence of the Dean of the faculty, the HODs here, to permit me to use English language in my expression here. Am I permitted?
Yes,
Am I permitted? Dean, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. This is just a brief paper presented by the Vice Chancellor, and I'm going to read. I thank God that your Dean has done justice to some parts of this paper. He has extracted certain ideas that I expressed in this paper. So it's not going to be a very difficult task to put through what we have here in this paper. And I read. It is my great honor and pleasure, as the acting Vice Chancellor, Carol UNIZIK, to be invited to the unveiling of the Omenka App in our university on this 10th day of June 2025. I gather that the Omenka App is a wonderful modern tool devised by some hard-working and ingenious Igbo scholars aimed at aiding and enhancing the teaching, learning, and expansion of the scope and horizon of Igbo language worldwide. The importance and significance of this occasion cannot be overemphasized, considering the overriding essence of language in human communication and relationship. Language is the crux and trust of every cultural milieu, and man is born into one socio-cultural environment or the other. In other words, every human being must be able to speak one form of language or the other in order to fulfill the basic essence of life. In this vein, language has been defined as a system of communication in speech and writing that is used by people of a particular clime, nation, area, or entity. By 2015. This brief address may not be adequate to articulate holistically the net essence and importance of language. But suffice it to state that a good knowledge of a language, or many languages as the case may be, can help to promote and achieve economic, that is trade and business transactions, political, social, cultural, technological, strategic, military and security goals and interests to both individuals and their respective nations in general. Good language communication skills attract and drive social affinity, easy business transactions, solidarity in the midst of other language groups, patriotism, love, friendliness, affection, and other social cultural benefits. With essential benefits of it, comprehensive language possession, and deployment in communication have aided many ancient and modern societies to achieve greatness and prominence in different epochs of man's existentiality. In the biblical ancient days of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, about 1400 BC, Egypt reigned as the center of world civilization. Hence, the ancient Egyptian language and symbol of hieroglyphics was the major communication instrument of the period. First, Joseph, the son of Jacob, the Hebrew slave that was sold to Potiphar, the captain of Pharaoh's guard in Egypt, understood the language and symbols of the hieroglyphics. Hence, he performed excellently well in the service of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. That's Genesis chapter 41, verse 44 to 46. And also we can refer to Genesis 42, 23. Similarly, the kingdom of David, which Solomon inherited and advanced further through the blessings of God, made the Hebrew language flourish exceedingly up to date. The ancient and modern forms of the Hebrew language constitute the official language of modern Israel. In the days of King Solomon, the Bible notes that the Queen of Sheba visited Israel all the way from a very far distance, being overwhelmed by the reports she received of Solomon's unrivaled, exceeding wisdom and wealth. That's 1 Kings 10:29. And also, 1 Kings 10:24 to 25 notes that the whole world sought audience with Solomon to hear the wisdom of God, the wisdom God had put in his heart. Year after year, everyone who came to Israel brought Solomon's gifts. Articles of silver and gold, robes, weapons, and spices, and horses and mules. Invariably, all these social and economic transactions would not have been effectively effected without a good knowledge of the Hebrew language of communication. Around 605 BC, in the days of Daniel, Babylon, that is the present-day Iraq, Iran, was the most powerful nation in the Middle East, and the local Arab language was the vogue of the period. Later on, before the 1648 AD, major languages included the Japanese language, Italian language, Spanish language, Latin language, English language, Chinese language, Italian language, Greek language, German language, and a myriad of other African, Asian, and European languages. I have no data or empirical information on the total number of languages that currently exist in the world today. That's one pizza I have for the department to tell me the number of linguistic groups we have in the world. But I'm aware that Nigeria don't have over 300 linguistic groups. The Igbo nation and Igbo language. The Igbos, or the Igbo, as the case may be, adequate, comprehensive language possession and deployment in communication have aided many ancient and modern societies to achieve greatness and prominence in different epochs of man's existentiality. In the biblical ancient days of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, about 1400 BC, Egypt reigned as the center of world civilization. Hence, the ancient Egyptian language and symbol of hieroglyphics was the major communication instrument of the period. First, Joseph, the son of Jacob, the Hebrew slave that was sold to Potiphar, the captain of Pharaoh's guard in Egypt, understood the language and symbols of the hieroglyphics. Hence,